Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of purging your stuff. Now this is, in my opinion, one of the most important steps in organizing. And it's also one of the hardest because let's face it, getting rid of your stuff is hard, right? So today I'm here to encourage you and to help you purge your stuff. Take that step to purging your stuff. So the reason why I think it's so important to get rid of the unwanted items in your house is because your house only has a certain amount of space, right? You want your space to be full of the things that you love, to be full of the things that you need, and to be full of the things that help your home and your family function on a day-to-day basis. So what happens when you just start accumulating more and more and more? And let's face it, it happens to everyone, right? We accumulate stuff every single day. But the problem is that if you don't take the time to then go through this stuff and purge it, your home will start to be taken over by all of these unwanted items. All of these items in your home that no longer have a function, you no longer want, you no longer need. I mean, everybody's taste changes all the time too, right? Your decor taste, everything. Our lives are always changing. So you need to always be going through your stuff and making sure that what you have in your home that's taking up your space are the things that you want and that you love and that you need. The things that will help you function, the things that will make you happy to be in that space, and the things that you just really feel good about having in your home. So I'm going to tell you a little story that happened to us. We went away recently just for a weekend and we stayed in this absolutely gorgeous home. I'm talking absolutely gorgeous. It was on a beautiful lake. Everything from the doorknobs to the light fixtures to the floors to the furniture to the appliances, everything was top of the line, just gorgeous, right? And I started feeling like, oh man, I really wish that I had a house like this. I really wish that all of my stuff could be, like this. But then we came home, and when we came into our home, after staying in this absolutely gorgeous home, now let me, let you know that my house is not top of the line. I have a nice house, but it is very average. It's small, my furniture is average, my appliances are average. I'm very thankful for them, but they're definitely not top of the line. So when we came back after staying in this gorgeous home, we walked through the door and I instantly fell in love with my house again. And I think the reason why is because everything that we have in our home, we consciously kept. We have the items in our home for a reason, because they are the things that we love. They're the decor items that we chose to keep in our home. We have the furniture that we decided to, consciously keep because it fit well in our home. It functions for us. We have our space organized in a way that just helps us function on a day-to-day basis. Our house is not being taken over by unwanted items, by unwanted clutter, by unwanted stuff that just doesn't make sense anymore to be here. So today I challenge you to take an area in your home, whether it be a closet, whether it be an entryway area or a part of your kitchen or a living room or whatever it is. If there's a space in your home that has been bothering you, I challenge you today to go through all of your stuff in that space. Take it all out so you will be left with a blank slate, an empty spot, right? Go through each item that you have in that space. Try to decide whether you want it, if you absolutely love it, or do you need it. If you answer no to any of those, it's time to part with those items. Those items are taking up space in your home and making your home less lovable to you, I guess you could say. Less of a space that you want to be in. Those items need to be removed from your home so that way you have space for the things that you love and want and need in your space. Everyone, I don't care if you live in a tiny, teeny home or a mansion, your home should be your signature. It should be a spot where you feel comfortable. It should be a place where, it functions for you, and it should be a place that you really want to be. So take some time today, carve out, whether it be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever it is, take time to purge one area in your home that's really bothering you. And then only put back the items that you want, that you absolutely love, and that have some sort of function for you. This way, you will fall in love with your space again. I guarantee you, you will absolutely love the way you feel getting rid of those unwanted items, the items that are no longer doing anything for you. And it's okay if you at one point loved them and now, it's just not working for you. That's okay. It's time for you to just move on, get rid of that stuff, get it out of your home so that way you have space to keep the things that you really do want and love. So, with that being said, I know how difficult it can be to purge your area. It's hard for me, and I purge all the time. I purge my space all the time because I want to make sure that I do have enough room for the things that I really want and love in my home. So, when I go about purging, here are a few things that I keep in mind. I go through each item, like I said, and I really look at it and I say, okay, do I absolutely love this? And you know what, I find myself, even if I thought, yeah, I'm sure, I'll hold on to that and I really like it. And then if you really sit back and you really think about it, do I really love this? Or in the long run, is this item going to cause me more stress by holding on to it and taking up space that I could possibly put something that I actually really do love? So if you don't love your item, then just put it in a pile and be done with it. Go through all of your items. I think that the hardest things to get rid of are sentimental things, obviously, whether it be something that, a loved one gave you or something your child made for you or whatever it is. If it's sentimental to you, then it's really hard to get rid of. So here's a tip that I do for my sentimental things. I have a bin in our basement that it's a pretty large size bin, and I keep that for my keepsake box. So anything that I really want to hold on to because it's just too sentimental to get rid of, even if it's not something I necessarily want on display in my home, I put it in that bin. This is a box that you have designated for those items. It's an area that you can hold on to those things that you're just not ready to get rid of. It also allows you to have that amount of space. So if you go over that space, if your box starts to get too full, it's time to reevaluate what you have in there and then part with some things that you just have decided, okay, I'm not going to miss this if it's going to be on. Have a spot that's designated for your keepsake items, for the things that are just too hard to get rid of. Another thing is you just want to keep in mind that clutter equals disorganization. So stuff, too much stuff equals clutter, which equals disorganization. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you are trying to either be more organized or you have a passion for organizing. So really take that into consideration. You want to get rid of some of your stuff because it's just causing you more stress in the long run by causing you to be disorganized, and that's just not a good feeling. Another thing is that just because you're not loving the item anymore doesn't mean that it won't bring joy to someone else. So I always try to think of that. Maybe I have some throw pillows that I've been holding on to because, I bought them, I spent some money on them, and I just don't want to get rid of it because, that was money that I spent on it. Well, think about this. If you donate it to the Goodwill or to Salvation Army, maybe those items will bring more joy to someone else than they are for you. So again, if you're not loving it, just donate it, or have a yard sale, or give it to someone that you think would love it, because your space should be a reflection of you. If that item is not reflecting you anymore, if it's not giving you joy, bringing you joy, if it's not an item you love, and if it's not serving you any sort of purpose, then it's time to just move on from that item. I can guarantee you, if you guys start purging away at your stuff, it is such an amazing feeling to just get rid of the unwanted stuff in your house, because then you will have space for the things that you do love and you will fall in love with your space all over again. So today, purge your stuff, guys. Let me know in the comments below if there's an area that you purged, decide to purge because of this video, and let me know your feelings after purging. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will talk to you soon.